Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Weekend Aquarist. Today, I have with me somebody who's traveled all the way to Japan recently, and you would have seen his posts on Instagram. And he took us on a tour of Japan, and more specifically to the ADA headquarters in Japan. I have with me Ashraf Jabarullah. Ashraf, welcome to the Weekend Aquarist once again.
Hi Amar, good to see you again.
Did you lose your smile in Japan? Keep smiling, man.
Kind of, yeah, a lot of trekking and stuff, so I'm pretty tired.
Oh, yeah. Ashraf was there for the CELESTA program. That's the first time ADA has conducted this. So I'm eager to know more about the CELESTA program and about Ashraf's trip because I really enjoyed it, Ashraf. And thanks for tagging the Weekend Aquarist, taking the Weekend Aquarist along with you, and the Mean Current T-shirts and all. So we are so grateful. While we couldn't go to Japan, you took us to Japan anyway. So thanks for that. How did you hear about the CELESTA program, and then when did you start planning for it?
Yeah, so this came as an announcement from the ADA group, and also in their website they have posted something like a CELESTA program,
Mm.
where the philosophy is to go behind the ideology of how the Nature Aquarium got created by none other than the master and sensei Takashi Amano.
Mm, mm.
Since I've already completed level A in ASA, I thought this is a good opportunity for me to attend it because I have completed the basics. Of
Right,
course, it does help me to have a in-depth knowledge, okay, and understand probably what are the concepts they are willing to tell me.
right. Just as for the audience, ASA is ADA School of Aquascaping, and that's done by the Stillwater Aquatics team in India and led by Adip. And it's also one of the only programs in the world. Okay, so Ashraf is a graduate of the ASA school. So go ahead, Ashraf. Sorry about that.
So things are like it is a paid event. You have to pay a certain amount of dollars to
Mm,
get enrolled.
mm.
So once you do that, I mean they help you out in all the visa application, sending out the invite and stuff. Thing which made me to enroll is particularly just want to explore the landscape and also visit the. Obviously, I have never visited ADA Gallery in Niigata, so that's what I didn't even think twice. Okay, I just enrolled on the go, and of course with permission from my wife. Okay, but yeah, yeah. I was doing the early enrollment and talking to. I mean, the first thing what I asked to the organizers were whether this has been conducted by Yusuke Homasan, and they said yes. Okay, so he'll be available all the 7 days with us, no matter what. Okay,
Okay.
so that is the thing which pulled me in. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. So now let's deep dive straight into it. Why don't you walk us through your journey from day one till the time you came back to the airport? Tell us about that.
So day one, the program starts at around 10 a.m. We have been asked to assemble in Tokyo Station. I mean, I've traveled to Japan like 3 or 4 weeks before, and finding a path in Tokyo Station is a nightmare. And also, there are like huge number of people. I was really worried how I'm going to find this group. Okay, especially there. So I was walking into that particular the exit way, and we could see one familiar face, which was Yusuke Homa standing there. So I've seen him in all the YouTubes and stuff, but looking at him, he was like a teenager with a stylish hair. I could see him. Okay, right. When I entered it, I was there, and I could I mean we obviously everyone has to assemble at that point, and by the time we are already late for our first visit, which is going to be the Sumida Aquarium. So from
Wow.
the idea behind is like Homa-san wants to show us the behind the scene concepts, okay, of the Sumida
Right,
Aquarium,
right,
which is something probably a person who visits the Sumida Aquarium cannot look into.
right.
So this is something I've done my, I mean, I've already been there, but still, this is very exciting for me. So we joined the tour, and then we took a subway to the Sumida Aquarium. You must have seen some YouTube shots where you take the stairs, and the first thing what you see
Yeah,
is
yeah. The huge
the giant
aquarium. Yeah,
aquarium, yeah,
yeah,
huge aquarium.
yeah.
So I mean, even though this is my second time, the wow factor still is there. Okay, so you feel that wow, such a big aquarium. I'm fortunate enough to see it again. Is something which popped in my mind, and probably for half of the teammates who joined me, it is the first time around, and it was pretty. I mean, I could see the eyes going wide. Okay, looking at it, and they still could not come out of that wow thing. Okay, so
Wow,
it is how it is. Yeah.
wow.
So pretty much it was. And Homa-san explained the concept behind that. I mean, the Sado Island Cedar tree is one of the inspiration for making that particular aquarium too. This whole thing is maintained by ADA. They have called all the directors, manager, the maintenance manager, and the team over there. Okay,
Wow.
so which clearly explained us what is happening, what type of filter they have been using, what is the thickness of the glass. The maintenance team kind of showed us how they trim the Java ferns, which is there, and it was like one of a moment. I mean,
Wow.
we could clearly understand how it has been maintained like pristine condition for such a long time. Yeah,
Awesome.
we were asking how do they keep maintaining the stem plants. That's when they told us they are using this Babikusa concept, where they have all the stem plants planted and they keep changing it for every certain time period.
Right.
It was a very great experience. I just want to explain the team of people who
Sure.
joined us. So it is purely a group which has joined based on a passion. Okay,
Right.
just to learn from the nature and to see the vision of Takashi Amano. I mean, we have people from different parts of the world. Me from India, Rui from Portugal, Steve from US, Seattle, Andrew from US again, and Max Gao and Mrs. Gao. And Mrs. Gao is nothing. I mean, she's mother of Max Gao, so they came as a pair,
Okay.
okay, and
Okay.
spending all the time together. And we
Wow.
have two nice gentlemen from Japan also, Nishikita-san, who also owns a store called Aqua Review.
Wow.
So this is the team of eight, okay, which actually joined this program. So once the Sumida Aquarium program is over, we were taken to a lunch spot just opposite to the Tokyo Tower. So we had a view of like looking at the Tokyo Tower and having our lunch there.
Mm-hmm.
Post that, we had to travel back to Tokyo Station. Then that's when the luxury part of the trip started. We were invited into Shinkansen green car,
Mm-hmm.
which is like a first class of Shinkansen.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to travel from there to Niigata, and that day was particularly a rest day, but we stayed right in between. And one more thing, what I want to tell is like I've been reading Takashi Amano's biography and all,
Right.
where to me, I thought Niigata is like a small town
Mm.
or a very small city,
Mm.
because he used to mention that there are a lot of lagoons,
Mm.
rice fields, and things
Mm.
like that.
Mm.
So naturally, it gave me an idea that it is a small
Mm.
city,
Mm.
but there it's massive. Okay,
Mm.
it's like a full-fledged city there, okay,
Mm.
which is like extending almost like 20, 30 meter of width actually.
Wow.
So yeah, so there we were taken to a hotel which is right in nearby the Niigata port.
Mm.
So and we have been asked to stay there. So this trip includes all the meals, okay,
Mm.
all meals and everything included. So
Mm.
we had a nice get together there, introducing people, and Homa-san was there. He was introducing himself, okay, about this trip, and they were giving all the itinerary for the next day. So this is a complete,
Day
I
one.
mean, day one, yeah. So pretty much it is like Sumida Aquarium is the top one, and remaining it is all like travel and stuff. Yeah,
Right. Right. Right.
yeah.
What happened the next day?
Next day was quite interesting. So we had to leave early morning at 9 o'clock from Niigata to Sado Island. So, which is where Visionary started. This we went on a jet foil. I have seen those kind of ships which
Yeah, yeah,
lifts
yeah,
after a
yeah,
certain speed.
yeah.
I have not seen that anywhere. I mean, probably in YouTube channels, Supercar
Right,
Blondie used to
right,
travel in such stuff.
right.
So that is where I mean, we traveled, leaving all our luggages back.
Mm.
And once we reached Sado port, it was like a very big island. Once we drop in, there was an information center where a separate floor was dedicated for Takashi Amano's photography.
Wow.
So it was like so. I mean, once you enter, you kind of see the different photographies, landscapes of the forest, and others where Takashi Amano has traveled himself with his team to take all the pictures there in a full format camera. So
Right.
I mean, later Homa-san used to tell that camera alone weighs so much of kilograms. Someone has
Yes,
to pick it up and then travel it
yes,
with them. Yeah, and he has to, and typically the team will be in forest for days to take one photo there, and probably
right.
hundreds of photos, and then take one out of it, and then it was framed out in that particular gallery. And so there, Homerson explained the idea behind that photograph and how long I mean, he and Takashi Amano spent to get that exposure, or the weather, how it happened. So a
Mm.
lot of photos, if you see, there will be some sort of mist or fog coming in, which also adds to that effect, dramatic effect of that
Yes,
photograph on a
yes,
large format camera.
yes.
We had an opportunity to go to Niigata and then check the number of cameras Takashi Amano owned.
Mm.
I would definitely, I mean, there are like 40, 50 cameras with all high-end Leicas, Hasselblad, and other things.
Wow.
Yeah, but still, he took all the heavy full format camera
Right,
just to capture the details of that particular location.
right.
So he was explaining that Takashi Amano was probably so frustrated of the lagoons, natural lagoons, which he saw in the childhood becoming a rice field. So he wants to capture everything on a large format camera, so that it
It is
reveals all
preserved.
the, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, preserved, that particular
yeah.
instance is preserved in that photograph. So
Correct.
we could definitely see those part there.
Mm.
Even the stones or forest or whatever he took, it was just such a wonderful experience. And in fact, Yusuke Homa-san just went through all the photographs what he took,
Mm.
including a large. I mean, he himself has like 7 or 8 different large format cameras. So he was explaining what type of camera he was using also.
Oh,
Yeah, so that is just wonderful. After that, we went to a small local Sado restaurant. We have been given fresh ingredients of fish and probably all the others which are collected from the Sado Island itself as for lunch,
right.
and it was just I mean, amazing. Yeah. Post that, we had to travel to the coastal area. It is Saino Kawara, so
Okay.
which is a coastal part where the natural Iwagumi concept has come into the mind of Takashi Amano.
Mm.
So Homa-san was explaining that that particular area of Sado Island is right in the Ring of Fire,
Mm.
where the tectonic plates were crashing towards each other,
Right.
and because of that, there is a natural occurrence of stone which is coming from the ground. I mean,
Mm.
from the sea.
Mm.
So you could see. I mean, I've posted some photos in Instagram also,
Mm.
where each and every stone has a pattern of textures in it, with different sizes and different shapes. It's just someone has to go there and experience to get the
Mm.
feeling
Mm.
of nature there.
Mm.
Yeah, so this is one of so we had to spend like a couple of hours there, where Homa San was taking from some photography, and I being a chubby guy, I could not, I mean, go on multiple rocks there. But Homa San, okay, he was jumping between the rocks, and
Uh,
he was carrying a camera, and he
wow.
was taking almost all the angles of that particular stone.
Uh,
Yeah, so he was one fit guy. Probably I need to learn from him on how to be fit. Yeah.
okay.
So post that, we went to the other side of, I mean, probably like 2 or 3 kilometers from there, where we
Mm,
had this natural lily, wild lily, which has been bloomed below a mountain.
mm,
So this is one. I mean, this is that particular time period where the wild lilies bloom, and we could see that the entire valley is covered with green and yellow, golden shade of these lilies,
mm,
and we have I mean, a gigantic mountain
mm.
right beneath it. So this is how, I mean, we have seen those photographies from Takashi Amano also,
Right.
but looking at the real life, it is like, yeah, it's just wow, yeah.
Awesome.
It's been
Awesome.
a wonderful day.
Awesome.
Post that, we had to settle in our hotel, which is again looking at all the sea and the natural rocks which has come from there. So from the room, we could see that entire frame of the Iwagumi setups. Okay, right in from your window itself,
Wow.
small stones and different small rocks coming out of the sea. So it was a wonderful moment there.
It is all over here in Takashi Amano's biography. This is the origin of creation, and this is Takashi Amano's biography, and everything that Ashraf has been detailing and describing. I've seen this in this book. It's all over here. And for those of you who are into collectibles, okay, this is definitely something that should be in your book collection, aquarium book collection. So I would definitely recommend that. You could get this from Stillwater Aquatics in India. You could put in an order over there, and you could just put an inquiry. So back to Ashraf. Ashraf, continue from over there.
So day three was the trial day. Homasan told that we will be climbing a mountain of 900 meters, and we will be reaching a lodge there where we will have our lunch. So I mean, I thought it is 900 meters, something which is like so small. Okay, and that's when I mean, the fitness tested me again. I mean, we took the trial. It lasted for around 2.5 hours. It was deep into the forest, going towards. I mean, it was a very dense forest too,
Mm, mm,
where we end up seeing a lot of insects, a lot of butterflies, a lot of
mm,
flowers, and also a lot of streams. Okay,
mm,
with the moss-covered stones and the woods falling, which creates that perfect aquascape
mm,
material,
mm.
which later Homerson took a picture of that particular stream and recreated that aquascape also.
Wow.
So the idea is to learn from that particular place, to look at the mountains, the streams, and the water flowing, etc., just to see how this can be done into escape. So
Mm,
you,
mm,
I mean, we ended up with lots of pictures, even though the trial was pretty hard
mm.
for myself, where others were like pretty much fast. They were able to climb it, including Homer-san,
Ah,
the I mean tour guide, or Hayakawa-san, okay, who was accompanying me all the time. Okay, and we are the last to reach there. So it was definitely a go-to place to understand the concept of Ryoboku, wherein the stone and wood aquascapes must have raised from there. And we could see that how it has been in nature it has been created. Yeah, so that is something which was wild, and it was beyond our imagination actually.
right, right.
Yeah. So post that, we went to the Daunton Peak, where there is a small lodge, which where the lunch was provided. Again, from all the mountain mushrooms, and there is some sort of white fungi they had. which was like quite interesting. And the first thing people was lining up for is ice cold water or the electrolyte water, which they sell over there. Yeah, it was pretty interesting there. It is a one-way trial, so we have to go from down to up. These places are where Takashi Amano's actually traveled, took a lot of photographs, and got inspired by this particular island so much. And in fact, I mean, looking at Takashi Amano's photos in Information Center, I mean, he has multiple phases, he's an aquascaper, and we don't know multiple areas where he has been involved in. So one such area is that Sado gold mine, where he was trying hard to make sure it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Because people there have been digging the gold mines by hand for a very long time until it was closed in 1980s. There was a big factory, but apart from I mean the machine part, how the gold was extracted manually by the during the Shogun or Shogun period. That is what was explained in the tour. And in fact, Takashi Amano and Homa-san has traveled below a mountain where I mean probably I would send you the picture to understand that
Sure.
particular how
Sure.
dangerous it is. So people have cut down the mountain into half in search of gold, and it was such a very dangerous area where they have gone inside and they have taken multiple photos to send it to the UNESCO World Heritage Site to include that in the list. Yeah.
Wow.
So this is how important Takashi Amano's life is towards that particular island. He has been wherever we go, we could see some sort of signature,
Yeah.
yeah, signature being done
Yeah.
there. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So it
Amazing.
was a surreal moment there. Post that, we I mean we had a small stop where there was a gold mine which was not functional for the last 40-45 years, and it has been covered. I mean, it is again given back to the nature where you can see full, I mean, forest or the mosses covering it. That is one part which taught us that man, being greedy, okay, he can split a mountain, but ultimately at the end of the day, nature
Nature.
always wins back. Yeah.
Yeah. Nature
So
will
this
come
is
back. Yeah.
yes, yeah. So that is something we learned from there, and we went through the path where Takashi Amano has gone through and taken a photo. And fortunately, Homa-san was walking there, and I could take a photo of him walking towards that mountain. So it was pretty interesting
Great.
that we are all walking towards a single goal there. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
Day four, it is a very good trial. Actually, I was energized. I slept well. And we were going to the Osado Cedar forest trekking, where they have I mean, they have preserved the 300, 400 years old of cedar trees inside the trail, actually. So each of this, I mean, it is pretty unique. The reason being, this place is heavily covered by snow, where the branches are fully covered by the heaviness of the ice snowfall, and they tend to lean in a certain direction. I mean, from the trunk itself, okay,
Yeah.
from the
Yeah.
very beginning of the
Yeah.
trunk itself. So
Right.
it creates some sort of big visual effect. Okay, well, looking at it, you definitely feel that. I mean, this is one part of it, and probably in aquascapes you would see multiple people keeping the driftwoods elsewhere, or keeping in different positions and then trying it. At times we will feel that why is that driftwood kept like that? Why not this way? Or is it the right way? A tree would probably be seen. Looking at there, we feel that when you keep two wood pieces any in any position or any position, it feels a dramatic effect, and that has come from that particular cedar trees. Actually, we can see the cedar trees being like relaxing, keeping its legs crossed,
Mm,
Typically, one cedar tree felt like that, and
mm,
a lot of vines across and a lot of
mm.
branches, and it was like like one of the forests you have seen only in movies. Probably they are telling a lot of stories also at that point, how the cedar trees have been preserved and all.
Right.
But the famous cedar tree, what Takashi Amano has taken for the G8 summit, that was in a different location where we have to get multiple permissions to go inside, where it
Mm,
looks like it was a resort forest and multiple permissions were required. So
mm.
that is where we could not approach. But I mean, this trekking also gave us a wild idea how that would be felt. Yeah.
Wow, wow.
Yeah. So post that, we had to go back to the same Sado coastal area, looking at the formation of rocks, and then again, because this is people don't want to spend time elsewhere. Okay, so
Mm,
they specifically asked, why don't we go to the same place what where we visited on day three. Okay,
mm,
so
mm.
we went there again, this time with full energy. People are taking a lot of photographs. We have been let alone. People were wandering and they were going here and there, taking all the flowers, lilies, and everything. So
Mm, mm.
it was like just refreshing, and that is where we got the deep inspiration of I mean the mountain and the Iwagumi is
Right,
there actually.
right, right.
Day five is where we had to part from the Sado Island.
Mm,
It was a memory full of, natural scapes, rocks,
mm,
coastal lines,
mm,
where you could see everything and then take it from there with a lot of photographs. And we had to travel back from the port. So that's when until the last day. The climate was pretty clear. It was all sunny, but then the climate changed. There was a typhoon near Japan coast, and the climate quickly changed, and it was raining the whole day.
mm.
So it is not. I mean, it was a complete indoor activities planned. So we had to just go to Niigata back, and from there we are taken to Fusaiji temple, which were run by the Buddhist monks there, where Takashi Amano also had his sort of meditation and peace before taking up any life challenges was
Mm,
told. Okay, and there
sure.
was a huge glass window. Once we go, once we go near it, I thought it is just a frame of or a photo. But once you go near, then you realize that it is a glass and it overlooks a Zen garden,
Mm.
which was pretty much I mean, it was
Wow,
maintained by all the monks. I mean, there are typically only 3 to 4 monks, but they have done a wonderful job of creating that entire Zen garden there.
wow.
And this is, I mean, since the forest is very near to that particular Zen temple, they have extended this part of the temple so that it kinds of flows towards that forest area. So you
Wow.
cannot differentiate whether it is a garden or a forest, though.
Wow.
Yeah, it is such a wonderful place, and they have certain levels of areas where they probably sit and meditate also.
Mm, mm,
So Yusuke Homasan just explained the concept of the Zen garden, and that is when we were asking what is wabi sabi, and the concept of perfection and imperfection
mm,
and all these
mm,
things.
mm.
So he said he cannot explain that at that particular moment. The reason being it was a man-made creation, wherein he took us later to somewhere else. Okay, just to explain what it is. So Zen Garden, I mean, we had a pure vegetarian dish, but no one complained. Okay, so I mean, it was such a amazing feast made of all vegetarian, and the monks told gave us pretty much a good idea how to handle the bowl, how to place the chopsticks. And in fact, the dishes were prepared by a specific monk who has gone all, I mean, walked towards the forest to get the water, the spring
Mm,
water.
mm,
for cooking. Okay, so
mm,
she has to
mm.
walk like 2 kilometers or somewhere inside the forest to get the
Mm.
spring water to do this cooking.
Wow.
So yeah, it was one of the best food what we had in the entire trip, where I mean we could literally see that each and every cuisine,
Morsel. Yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
tells a story behind it.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, yeah. So post
Awesome.
that we had a little meditation where we realized that meditation is what is required for all this, to have your mind in a clear, peace of mind, okay, to do all this aquascape part.
Okay.
And we followed the footsteps there, and we got a beating also. So there was a ritual that the monk has to use a stick and then beat us on the right side shoulder.
Okay.
So we took a beating there, and then we had to travel back to our room. Yeah, that
Okay.
concludes our yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just curious to know why beat you.
So I'm not sure. They said it is part of a culture, okay, just to make sure that we realize that our posture is right or something like that while sitting. So we had
Okay.
to sit back with our hands folded, praying position, and then the chief monk he strikes here with a stick which is specifically made for this purpose. I think it is a little flatter, so it is not painful, but yeah, it was a good
Okay. So,
experience.
I'm sure every time you're slouching, you'll remember the monk now.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Last 2 days. These are the most important days. I understand. Tell us about how these days were and where all did you go?
Day 6 and 7 were the days we are waiting for. We are entering into the Mecca of Nature Aquarium. It was the dream come true for me and probably the entire teammates. The moment we stepped in, we were like children
Right.
going inside an exhibition. We keep running here and there. We could not even stay at a place.
Uh,
Okay, so I mean it was each and every part of the gallery talks about one man, the great Takashi Amano.
right.
Uh, the way the bonsai trees which is there at the entrance till the first the Iwagumi tank with Hakai stone which invites us to the
Mm,
tens and tens of
mm,
aquarium tanks which are there inside.
mm.
We could not get enough out of that particular gallery. We definitely want to go back again because even after 5 trips, I could still assume that I've not done enough that place. Yeah,
Right.
so it's
Right.
it's such an amazing and wonderful place there.
Right.
So we had to travel there, and obviously I was the last one because I was taking all photographs of the bonsais which are right welcoming us at the gallery. Yeah, and looking at the big tank which Takashi Amano has designed with the Hakai stone. I stood there literally for 5 to 10 minutes. We had
Wow.
very less time, but still I could not miss that particular layout. How he has done, how the team has maintained so well for like more than 15 years.
Mm, mm,
Yeah, that stone, what the main stone, which is a Hakai stone, talks. Has such a wonderful, strong character
mm,
where you can keep looking at it for a very long time. Talks a lot. Okay, so I hope I think I have posted this in my Instagram also.
mm,
Okay, every aquascaper in the world does want to visit it, and
mm,
this particular layout has inspired millions of aquascapers around the
mm,
world
mm,
and many more generations to come to. So it
mm,
stands as
mm,
a masterpiece there.
mm, mm.
And once we go step into the next room, we could see lot and lots of tanks which are built by Suke creators, and
Mm,
obviously we have two more tanks which are still maintained in the same condition what where Takashi Amano has left us.
mm, Mm.
So it was like a dream come true for anyone.
Right.
So people were asking a lot of. I mean, I could not even take multiple pictures because everyone are asking me to take pictures of themselves with the tank. So I keep going with my camera on my phone to take all
Yeah.
these pictures of them. So it was such a wonderful place, and even if you go the 100th time, still you'll not be satisfied with the beauty of it.
Right. Right.
Yeah. The agenda for the day was to have a master class specifically done by Yusuke Homasan. So he didn't give what we are planning to do. He asked us to guess, okay, which area of the Sado Island is what he is going to replicate inside
Mm.
the tank.
Mm. Mm.
So he, being a master, like took less than 1 hour to complete a scape with utmost precision. So he
Mm.
was like taking a stone, going back, going front, looking at the face of each and every stone there, deciding what has to be done. So in the process, we had multiple questions from the team, and
Mm.
he, with all the smiling faces, he just explained the entire scape, okay,
Mm.
from the beginning until the end. And in fact, he got multiple ideas from us, whether he wants to keep a wood there or whether to go with only the stone layout. So multiple inputs were given. At last, okay, at last, so he said he's not going to reveal the original photograph where he took the inspiration from. So we had to go to Takashi Amano's office, and we were one of the privileged to have our lunch there,
Wow.
looking at the entire collection of equipments, stones, fossils, artifacts, books, cameras, which Takashi Amano had.
Wow.
And the director of ADA, he came and he had a CD which actually record. I mean, this was something Takashi Amanas recorded in South America in Rio Negro, where he captured the sound of the entire forest. So
Wow.
he was playing that while we are having our lunch.
Oh,
From
wow.
monkeys, from insects sound to the monkey sound, everything was precisely recorded. And I have been told that this is not like each and every I mean insect or birds or whatever it was giving making that sound was individually recorded and it is not clubbed. So it is something which was at that point, okay, whatever sound has been created in nature, he has recorded that into the, I mean, he has recorded and then showcased to us.
Wow.
That's how the audio was very interesting. And post that, we are allowed to go and explore the artifacts what Takashi Amano had.
Mm.
This
Mm.
guy, Amar, no one can reach his level, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, he has some 200, 300 books,
Wow.
okay, a huge collection of books.
Mm.
Microscope, he had seven.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, he on one side he has a collection of rocks, different shapes, different textures, different types of rocks and everything.
I
The other
remember
side,
I remember this post of yours, which is the tortoise. The rock is,
yes, exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. So everywhere you would pass by these kind of rocks day in day out without noticing it. But that man has a futuristic eye.
Mm.
He has taken it and in a wooden, I mean, base, he has carved four legs, and it literally looked like a tortoise there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and not only that, he has like some 70, 80 types of rocks. And what was worrying us is that they are using Hakai stones as door stoppers. One of the teammate, okay, Max Go, he was literally crying there. I was searching for a rock like this, and they are literally using that as a door stopper there. So yeah, and he himself has got the big wooden statues from South America, and he has kept in his office. And this office was designed by his brother some 30, 20 or 30 years back,
Mm,
where you have wall on one side and open area on all the three sides.
mm,
And this forest was developed from the scratch by Takashi Amano. So
mm,
once it was facing the rice field, but later it grew into a forest where you can see all birds and animals
mm,
sounding from there.
mm,
So sitting at there, we could see what this man had as a vision for the world, and why we need to literally learn from this guy to probably scope ourselves and go into multiple areas. Okay, where
mm,
to learn, because he didn't stop learning. He
mm,
didn't literally stop learning, because even until his very last moment, he was doing some of the other activity, and we could literally feel that from there. We could see this big of a dinosaur egg,
mm.
and this size of fossil of a fish, and there was an elephant artifact from India. So this room is filled with memories, with telescopes, with microscopes, with 30 to 40 different type of cameras, Leicas, Hasselblad, everything precisely maintained by the team. I mean, this is one place, okay, where you have to visit and learn.
It's like you're describing something very sacred, and I know it is
Yes,
sacred because
yes, yes.
the kind of attention and reverence that has been built maybe from the Japanese culture also. But when you talk about the Kashi Amano, you're talking about a master, and you're not only talking about a master who's a master of nature aquarium or aquascaping. He's a multifaceted personality,
Exactly, exactly.
and he's mastered each one of them separately. So he's a polymath. So he's mastered so many things, and we can only imagine, and we are only seeing one side of him in aquascaping and nature aquariums. Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yeah, and post that we had to come back, complete the session. That's when I had free time, wherein I gifted some of the teas and coffee mugs
Mm,
from the Star Boys Mean
mm,
Current collection.
mm, mm,
So I mean, everyone liked it. And Adip has already gifted one of the such teas to Daichi,
mm.
and he promised us that the next time when he comes to India, he will be wearing that. So Daichi, if you're watching this, yeah, I know you have promised us, and you have to wear that particular T-shirt to make sure that the world ever gets an awareness about the Indian species of
Yeah.
fishes here.
And I must thank you, Ashraf, for taking the Weekend Aquarist magazine along with you, and
Yes,
to
yes,
see it in the hands of Sayuri Amano. Okay, that made my day.
yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I took two of my copies, and I had to give this to the people there. I mean, this is one of the wonderful job you are doing there. Okay, so it has to be projected to the entire world that you have been doing this. And
Right.
in fact, I have made enough PR to all my friends there. Okay, so they are literally
Yeah.
interested to come into our podcast too.
Thank you so
Okay,
much, and
hope to see them soon.
yeah,
Yeah.
we will be having them soon. I've already reached out to many of them. They've said yes, so
Yes.
that's going to be good. But tell us about your final day also.
Yes, the final day, once we reach I mean, it was again in Niigata Gallery, so we had to go there and start. We have been given a 60p and Yamato stone, where we have to recreate something what we see from the nature. So everyone did. We are given a time of like 30 minutes, where everyone has to create a scape based on what they saw in Sado Island. So everyone did it, and looking at each and every scape, Homasan gave an idea how this can be improved, what has can be done, and what is the essence of it. How to bring it where the inspiration came, what is the story behind it. So I mean, he went through all the topics, and then he gave a final, not a verdict per se, but he did give a lot of yeah, feedback about that particular scape. So all eight of us, seven of us know what is aquascaping, but Max, Mrs. Gao, okay, who was new to this particular program and does not have any experience on aquascaping. So have to refer her because she did a wonderful scape there, okay, with four stones. And Homer-san was like really encouraged her. I mean, he was congratulating her for selecting a similar type of stones and getting all this done. And post that, okay, so a special lunch was prepared in Takashi Amano's home.
Wow.
I've been told by Amano, Mrs. Amano itself, that they have never invited anyone for lunch there. So
Right.
we are the lucky eight to go sit there, have a lunch where Takashi Amano sat and he had his peace time. I
Right.
mean, that is one of the mind-blowing
Right.
experience actually.
Right. Right.
So looking at the tank, looking at the garden, we are spending almost 2.5 hours, and they
Right.
have hired a experienced chef to prepare all our five course menu. Okay, and Sayuri Amano was serving us. These people don't have any ego.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
they don't have any ego.
Right.
They are down to earth, and in fact, Mrs. Samon was so friendly. Uh, they are a different kind of people, you
Right.
know.
Right.
Yeah. So and Homa-san, he explained the tank, the idea behind the tank, and why he created it, how he created it. Even
Mm.
before the sealing was done, okay, they have made the tank, they have built the tank inside,
Mm. Mm.
and this also was developed by Takashi Amano-san's brother. And this home was like 20, 25 years old. But even if you go another 15 years after, you could literally say that this is for a taste of a man who was living in that period of
Right.
time.
Right.
So he has thought the future, and he has built in such a way that everything is selected on par
Mm.
for generations to come. So
Mm.
that is one of the best part there. And Homer-san has taken us beyond
Mm.
behind the aquarium, and he
Mm.
showed us the sump, and the stem plants at the background is literally like 2 3 feet high,
Mm.
and
Mm.
it was maintained in a very pristine condition.
Mm.
And also each and every layout in the garden is well maintained, and they have a separate gardener who's looking after all this. So we have been told that this gardener had an option to either become a suke creator or a gardener, and he, looking at the Takashi Amano's photo of his home, where one tank is there and the garden is on the other side, he chose the other way. Okay, and become a gardener, and he's maintaining all the gardens of ADA Gallery and also
Wow.
Takashi Amano's house.
So
So
nice.
yeah, so this yeah, so the home is like you sit in a corner, you can see the aquarium and the garden for
Right.
hours. Yeah,
Right.
without any, it gives you a tendency of, it gives you a peaceful way of living there, definitely living with the nature, learning from the nature and living with the nature is
Absolutely.
what the motto
Yeah.
talks for. Yeah.
I can
So
imagine. I mean,
yes,
while you've been describing it, I have been kind of, I was transported over there because you've seen so many photographs of it. I
yes.
remember seeing this photograph. I don't know whether it's in this book itself, where Takashi Amano is sitting on that
Sitting,
bench
yes,
and
yes,
he's looking at it. It's kind of it's very meditative. That the home, also the entire space, the entire vibe gives you a feeling of timelessness. Okay,
yes,
so that's amazing, and I'm so thankful for you to share all of these memories with us, and that's why I had to hound you to so that I could get it right. Okay, as it's fresh in your memories. Is there anything else that we have probably missed out? Is there anything else that you would want kind of?
So we have been called back to the ADA gallery where we planted one tree in the gallery itself, in the forest outside the gallery. So it is a remembrance of us being the first batch. We have been
Awesome.
given a special honor there.
Awesome.
And post that, Mrs. Amano gave us a certificate to carry around, and also they gave us a keychain which
Mm,
was specially handcrafted by Uchida
mm, mm,
Sam.
mm.
So yeah, that was I mean so many photos of the graduation. Probably I was the last one to call. I was kidding when I was saying to Homer Sam that I was the last one to come in the trial also, and you have given me the last certificate to me. Is there any coincidence between that?
Uh,
Yeah, they
uh,
are they're literally laughing that time.
uh,
Yeah. So yeah, it's all. I mean, from there. I mean, the one part what I did not tell is like the time we entered the gallery, each and every one of the employees from ADA were standing there to, I mean, clapping and waving our flags from each of the countries where the
wow. Wow.
participants are,
Awesome.
and they were welcoming us. That was a special welcome. And also, when we are about to leave, the same sort of farewell was also being done, where
Awesome.
everyone are standing there and they send us back. Yeah, so it
So
was it
nice.
was an amazing experience. And yeah, it was. I do have my fair share of regrets. I like having my regrets so that it makes me to go visit the place again. I'll definitely visit again. Yeah,
Right.
either with Adip
Yeah.
or or the Celesta program again.
Or
Yeah,
or you or with me, the weekend aquarist.
yeah, 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 with
Got
you.
to, right? Because you told me so much now. I think I had to start keeping aside a Niigata fund. For
Yes.
myself. Okay.
True.
Be there. Oh, it was so wonderful, Ashraf. I think walking down your recent memory lane. What's the one thing that you would say that you carried back, and it really still comes in your dreams even now? So what is that one thing that you would say?
Somehow we had to stress more on preserving the nature is what
Mm,
I
mm,
felt
mm,
going there, because we have been cutting down a lot of trees,
mm,
erasing the nature. But wherein they, okay, I cannot compare India and Japan at any point. Okay, both are
mm,
equally the
mm.
best, but still, uh, I mean, we have to educate at least the next generation to
Right,
live with the nature. Yeah,
right.
so those people, they appreciate life. They take a worm, they take a butterfly, they take an insect in their hand. They appreciate each and every life which is there on earth.
Wow.
So this is something we need to probably learn from them, or probably teach our next generation. Yeah.
Right.
So
Awesome.
yeah.
I forgot to thank our sponsors, that is Stillwater Aquatics and ADA India. They've been with the Weekend Aquarist now, and it's been 17 months. We brought out the 17th issue, and Adipo-san, okay, Adip has been a pillar of strength for the Weekend Aquarist, and I don't think we would have reached over here without your support, Adip. So thank you so much. And Ashraf, thank you for being such an ardent supporter of the Weekend Aquarist. And I'm really glad that we could get connected. And I'm really glad that you took us along with you to Japan and showed us this wonderful experience through your eyes. And at some point of time, I hope some of us, all of us, would get to be there in person. But till then, we are going to see it through your eyes. So thank you so much. And thank you so much for taking up the time. So thanks a lot. This is really late. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks for watching the Weekend Aquarist. Give us a thumbs up, give us a like, do share this video further. Click on the bell icon so you get notified of all these wonderful videos. There are many more coming soon. Thank you so much for watching.